What happens when your favorite Harry Potter characters get put in slightly more adult situations? The answer is Potterotica. Yep, that's erotic Harry Potter fan fiction.
Chances are you've never heard of this, and neither had we. So naturally, we wanted to make a podcast about it.
I'm Lindsay Rush.
And I'm Allie Lefevre, and this is the Potterotica Podcast, where we read a work of erotic Harry Potter fanfic, one chapter each episode. The following podcast contains adult themes, sexually explicit content.
Oh yeah.
I know, right? And strong language.
AKA, it's rated H for horny.
Oh.
Ooh.
The reviews are in.
Oh my gosh, what are they saying?
Well, Make Me a Weasley is saying, this podcast is for every Harry Potter fan who's got a bit of a pervert side. So all of us.
That's exactly right. Oh my gosh, and TB Brad is saying, Allie and Lindsay grab your mind by the crotch in season 1 of this series. We do.
Absolutely.
It's like I'm kind of scared to see what happens, but I totally trust them to take me there. We will take you there.
That's the exact feeling I was hoping to convey, so that's perfect.
Thanks for doing it. Want to know how you can also show your love for the podcast?
You can go to iTunes and you can subscribe and review if you're into this whole shenanigans that we're putting together.
Which we trust that you are.
Mm-hmm.
Another way to show your love for the podcast?
We got merch.
Hey, we got coffee mugs,
laptop cases, jinx, shower curtains. We've got
tote bags, t-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts, and we're selling them out of our trench coats.
And we're wearing all of them right now.
I am head to toe. But actually, we're selling them at Potteroticapodcast.com. Just go to the shop button, and you can deck yourself out.
Mm-hmm. And some of our favorites are, yes. We've got the logo, the Potterotica cover art. Right. So that's a fave. And then such phrases as Hermione so finey.
Loco for Draco.
Into Snape and not sorry.
I'd let Ron Weasley pick me up from the airport because I would. Ron, if you're listening.
Again.
Please.
And then finally, keep it sexy and magical.
Right. Because that's just a life motto.
Mm-hmm, pretty much.
So grab one, gift one, go wild.
Love it.
Okay.
So this is it.
This is chapter 6, we think.
We have been foaming at the mouth for 6 chapters, waiting.
It has made it really hard to record because,
Yeah, mouth foam.
Yeah.
Clearly.
But I feel like we really picked up last week and things are happening. Consent, expectations, worship. Things are happening.
And there's been a lot of, and as we covered last week, Snape has been thoroughly covering his version of erogenous zones. Mm-hmm. So he's been scaling down Hermione's body.
That was so good.
So it was the temple.
Right. That's what started us thinking he was going to have dumb things. And then, sure enough, he goes ham on the knuckles. He talks about an armpit, the back of a knee.
Oh, yeah, the crook of an arm. Mm-hmm. Then the bottom of the foot.
Oh, yeah, the curve of the ankle.
And
now I like the idea of him being like, I'm slow, I want to pay attention, I want to enjoy myself, I want to focus on areas that are ignored.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and I don't care about blowjobs. Just hard pass for him. Or a soft pass.
Sounds like a soft pass.
Sounds like a super soft pass.
I like the idea of exploration, but I feel like he's missing some key places. At least the nape of the neck. Even if you don't want to go right for the gusto.
The Snape of the neck.
I love where your head's at.
But I also think if he's worried about connection or doesn't like it to be, remember he said pummel. I just want to pummel her into unconsciousness.
It seems like there's something between them.
He needs to sleep with people who he has an emotional connection with. And then all of that will be much more meaningful for him. You know what I'm saying? He's acting as though
I think he's on 2 ends of a spectrum. Mm-hmm. The variation is not pummel
or knuckle
or from knuckle to pummel. There's actually a wide range of sexual activities within that space.
Yes.
He seems really hell-bent on staying true to his knuckle.
I'm really curious to see if the knuckles will come into play again, what he's going to do. I'm so curious.
Yeah, I mean...
This could be our, like, pinnacle chapter.
I'm excited about this
Danny's going to be so mad.
Almost for Danny's sake, I hope that we don't get to, like, hardcore.
Don't say that. I hope we do.
I know, but Danny will be devastated.
So this chapter is called Worship Part 1, so that implies that there's a Part 2. So maybe Danny will, when he's on next.
Okay, then Danny's gonna get into Deuce.
Well,
we'll see.
Okay, it's my turn to read.
Okay.
Let's hope I can keep it together.
Thank God, because I am just overwhelmed with sexual tension right now. I couldn't get through it.
Horned up. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is Chapter 6, Worship 1. Severus, Hermione said softly. Oh, and that's how it had ended last.
Yeah.
She said, Professor Snape, and he said, call me Severus.
Yeah, which is, that's kind of a sexy move.
Call me Daddy.
I don't know about
Call me Sev.
My friends call me Sev.
Severus, Hermione said softly, feeling a bit strange at using his given name. It was such a large leap in breaking down the fences of decorum. Addressing Snape as professor was a way of mentally keeping him at arm's length and acknowledging his authority over her. It placed him outside of her personal space. But using his name gave him a personal identity as a human being, an individual beyond his position. Calling him Severus made him suddenly accessible, someone equal, someone she could meet on more balanced terms. It made him an ordinary man to some extent, although Hermione knew Severus Snape was far from ordinary.
So it sounds like she was viewing him purely as a piece of meat up until this time.
Hermione.
I know.
That's when she was like, do you like blowjobs?
Yeah. Hey, Sev, do you like blowjobs?
Hey, Sev, do you want a blowjob?
It's like, no, Hermione, I don't like blowjobs. I prefer knuckles and ankles.
I like things slow and boring. Hermione knew Severus Snape was far from ordinary. Still, it felt so intimate to say his name and feel the soft syllables roll over her teeth, tongue, and lips. Because she's just as much of a freak as he is. She's like getting off on just saying his name.
I mean, so this is actually a match made in heaven.
Pretty great. Mm-hmm. There were no harsh guttural vocalizations in the pronunciation. Oh God, we're still getting really like we're still. She's breaking it down.
She's breaking it down into like little bite-sized
Just when things
chunks.
Get sexy, they're like, let's talk about the words. The consonants.
Your vocalizations sound fantastic.
In fact, even saying his name was sensual. First, the soft S hissed through the teeth. Should I do that for each one? Will you please, for this part,
you
do the sound effects that she says.
Yep.
Okay. First, the soft S hissed through the teeth. Then the slight V bite of the lower lip. Oh, very good. Then the easy, languorous purr of the R. Finished by another soft, tantalizing, and intimate pronouncement of us, so filled with promise. Severus.
I feel like Nagini.
That was really great, you know.
Severus.
Hermione never realized how sexy his name sounded when spoken, even as it described his outwardly severe nature. But he wasn't being severe now. Learning about this gentle side to the wizard made him even more of a dichotomy, so complex. Someone completely different from the assumptions made about him because of the life he'd led. So many had been so wrong about this man, she among them. Gods, she wanted this.
You know what I love is like all he has done is ask her to say his name Severus, and she has just radically identified him as a different human being now.
Right, like he's like, call me, maybe I should be like, call me Linz. And guys will be like, the hard L.
The hard R and the E and Z coupled together. I thought she was so different. I saw her as light and bubbly and now she's just, her range of emotions is deep and erotic.
I mean, talk about like the difference in men and women. He like says one thing and she's like gone on for 3 small little chapters.
Oh, absolutely.
Paragraphs. Chapters. Gods, she wanted this. Turn around, Snape said softly, gently turning her so her back was facing him. Hermione turned, tense and expectant, but not knowing what to expect. She's expectant, yet for nothing. Snape stepped a bit closer, close enough to feel the heat of her body, but not coming into contact with it. Still, Hermione could feel his warmth, too, and trembled involuntarily.
Oh, wow.
So they're like Stan spooning right now.
Yeah.
Right?
This is the start of any sexcapade.
Snape reverently placed his hands lightly on her shoulders, feeling her soft, wet skin beneath his palms. They've been out of the pool for a while. I don't think her skin would still be wet. Or maybe it hasn't been a while.
But if her hair's wet.
True.
Yeah.
Feeling her soft, wet skin beneath his palms. Slowly, he drew his hands down her arms, caressing them, feeling her slight musculature, his fingertips moving slightly. Hermione sighing as he completed the journey to the back of her hands. And we are back.
And we are back right in the knuckle zone.
Home base, the knuckle zone. As he completed the journey to the back of her hands, then slipped his fingers between hers slowly. It felt sexual the way he did it, his digits sliding between hers with a slight but delicious friction.
Digits feels like it's like a very unsexual word.
Yes. It's like appendages.
Yeah, like
digits.
Fingertips, fingers. Like,
yes.
That's just...
So she's into kinky hand stuff, too. All right.
I picture, like, the scene from Zoolander with, like, the hand model. I picture, like, that. Like, they have, like, a vast appreciation.
Yep, it's that serious.
Yeah.
He then gently swung her arms outward, arcing them upward until they were above her head. Then again, he caressed her arms slowly, tenderly, as if touching the most precious treasure on the face of the planet, his hands following the lines and subtle undulations of her flesh, slipping over her elbows, the soft skin of her armpits,
bow, chicka, bow, wow.
Over the ridges of her rib cage, the dip of her waist, swell of her hips, and smoothness of her thighs. Well, he's touched on almost every...
I will have to say, the move of, like, arms over the head, caressing down the body, that is hot.
But it feels like Footloose or some 80s movie where, like, he's, like... Or Dirty Dancing, you know, like, put her arms up and then, like... That's the Dirty Dancing move.
Where it's, like...
Remember, she laughs.
I, like, think that's... I'm into it. I think that this is, like, a sexy move.
It's nice. Okay. That's pretty good. Although, the swell of her hips and the smoothness of her thighs. Mm-hmm. Hermione felt like purring at the gentle thrill of his touch, which left a tingling trail of warmth imprinted on her skin. And she sighed as he moved her hair to one side with one hand, then wrapped both arms around her belly and pulled her back against him, his chest rising against her back as he kissed her throat and held her. I will say, I wish for a little more magic. Like, I wish he would have done some spell that moved her hair to the other side. Oh. Like, this is all very, like, pedestrian. But...
Very muggle. Mm-hmm. Very muggle of Snape. Yeah, I know.
Like, there's nothing magic. Like, the whole point of being a wizard with sex, I would think, is that you can do some cool stuff.
Yeah, and I think he could have dried her body. I think there could have been so many things.
Oh, my gosh. And then
tied her hair up in a bun or something.
That would have been cool. Mm-hmm. His chin resting against her back as he kissed her throat and held her. Hermione could feel Snape's pulsing erection resting against her buttocks, but he didn't grind into her. He simply held her, curled around her, his chin now resting on her shoulder, his cheek pressed against hers.
Oh, God, I have a really horrible visual. Yeah, curled around. I picture it's like
all of a sudden his back is arched. And he's like...
I picture it like
a doggish...
Like a kind of a doggish hump.
Yeah.
Like when dogs are, like going to town.
Yeah. It, like, ruined it for me. The arms up was good. Still, the contact was so intimate. She was so aware of his warmth. The contact of his skin against her own, the hardness of his body complementing the softness of her own. It felt perfect. His eyes closed, Snape breathed in deeply and let out a satisfied sigh, his arms still wrapped around Hermione's soft middle. Well, if someone's writing about me and they're like, including her soft, wintry middle.
I would have preferred rock hard abs, please. Thank you very much. Around Hermione's abs of steel.
Her six-pack. Around Hermione's soft middle. Contact. How he had missed this kind of embrace. The feel of a woman, soft, feminine, accessible. He kissed her throat again, lingering over it, feeling the pulse of her artery beneath his lips, and savoring the wellspring of life in his arms. How could she not know how beautiful she was? How could she think he wouldn't want to partake of that beauty? That he wouldn't want to lose himself in the wonder that was Hermione Granger.
Okay, the word artery really threw me off.
Well, they've done... Is he a vampire? Because they did a thing about...
Veins.
Yeah.
I feel like there's some fetish there. It almost has a little bit of a Twilight vibe.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't
he,
it?
like, won't kiss her on the mouth.
Yeah.
He's, like, keeping her at arm's length. He's like, we can't.
There's a little bit of Robert Cedric Diggory Ooh, got a little Twilight up in here.
Hermione felt his arms loosen slightly. Turn around, he breathed again. He held her close so he could feel the delicious slide of her flesh against his, the softness of her breast sliding across his chest, the fullness of her hips as they slid against his loins, catching his erection for a luscious moment before they were pelvis to pelvis.
Oh, yeah. Pelvis to pelvis.
Here we are, pelvis to pelvis.
Oh, I love when your pelvis is on my pelvis.
Put your pelvis on my pelvis.
Just bring that pelvis over here. I can't take it anymore.
You and that nasty pelvis, get over here.
Pelvis, more pelvis.
Catching his erection for a luscious moment before they were pelvis to pelvis, Hermione looking up at him with liquid eyes, his arms still locked around her, resting in the dip between back and buttocks. Severus, Hermione breathed, as if his name was an invocation, a magic she was summoning, her intent powerful and compelling as he lowered his mouth to hers and kissed her tenderly.
Yeah! First kiss!
Suckling on her lips, drawing away and pulling at them before returning again and again, lost in their warmth, softness, and willingness. Her mouth was sweeter than the sweetest confection and more intoxicating than the strongest libation.
Oh, I do. I like that. I like this first kiss.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
As Snape kissed her repeatedly, Hermione felt a kind of intoxication of her own. The world around them losing reality. The only thing real was the softness of Snape's lips pressing against her own. Gentle, overpowering, making her feel disembodied and nearly lost as he kissed her again and again, his head turning this way and that as he indulged himself. I like that she's just describing how someone kisses. 1 minute, his head's...
I picture it like a really aggressive rock back and forth. Left and right.
Hermione pressed into him harder, her body anxious now. Patience? What was that? Her body had a mind of its own, but if Snape felt her growing urgency, he didn't act on it immediately. His hands began to move again, over her back, smoothing over her spine. He loves a spine.
Mm-hmm.
Shoulder blades, sides, and the topmost swell of her buttocks. He didn't grope. He petted, caressed, and smoothed, Hermione aware of every tiny callus, every roughened patch on his hands. A man's hands, careful, reverent, and gentle.
Okay. I kind of like that description of him.
I know. Mm-hmm. Now he's like a carpenter.
Jesus.
And now comes my Jesus complex. It took 6 chapters, but here it is.
And here's Jesus, stealing the show.
He was driving her mad already. Hermione opened her mouth, wanting to feel him slip his tongue inside so she could taste him, his fire. So they've just been like closed mouth dry kissing for all that?
I think they had like a half open mouth because he
just
sucked
no
her
tongue.
lip. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. We didn't go French yet.
So she could taste him, his fire. Snape continued to simply suckle on her lips, content with that for now. Yes, he really was slow. Delicious, but far too slow. Severus, Hermione whispered, the need in her voice clear. Snape responded, easing his tongue into her mouth and wrapping it around Hermione's own supple muscle, tangling, sliding, and lapping sensuously, almost lazily at her heat. Her own supple muscle, like the tongue of the muscle.
Isn't everyone called that?
What? This is my... We muscle kissed.
Yeah, oh my God, he was like all over my supple muscle.
I wish he would use less muscle.
Less supple.
Hermione felt a sharp pulse between her thighs and gasped into his mouth, her body quaking. Do not tell me that a French kiss just made her come. Snape pulled away, looking down at her, his eyes glittering with pleasure at their interaction. Patience, he breathed. Worship takes time, Hermione. Well, that's the end.
Wow.
That's the end.
So we didn't get to the sexing, but we got the steamy kiss.
Kiss. Muscles. And wow. Okay. So, and if he was a vampire, if I recall, he wouldn't be able to like be that close to her without biting her.
No.
Right.
Well, like in Twilight,
yeah,
it was like a lot
there was a lot of fear around. He would have said like sensing her pulse and not being able to like resist or something. He would have talked about that it was hard to tell that she was a human.
Yeah. Like, is there a chance he's a vampire?
I don't think he's a vampire.
I feel like that would be a huge twist to this story.
Although I'm like thinking of where there are veins.
Yeah, he's in like, so maybe his erogenous zones are the vein zones.
We should be doctors too. Where does it hurt, Allie? It hurts in the vein zone.
It hurts in my veins. You know where those are.
All the 7 vein zones. Armpit, knee,
knee,
wrist, temple.
I
hate this voice that we've done for Severus.
I know.
It's bad.
Why does he have like he's like a country twang? I don't know where that came from.
I think it's when she said Severus and was obsessed with his name. It also feels like when he's hunched.
When he curled behind her. I literally
it was like sexy for him to be standing behind her.
I pictured like a strong.
But then when he was like with his like cheek next to her cheek.
Yeah, I felt like I pictured
unless it was like
big
a sexy like dance.
There's no sexy dance that looks curled over. I pictured him like strong and sexy and like running his fingers down her body. And then I pictured him like a 14-year-old, well, that's a wrong age to pick, an 18-year-old legal, but like boy, like humping for the first time and just like.
Yeah, like at a dance.
Yeah, like when a guy.
Boner dance.
Oh, God, like boner dance. It was like guys at the club.
Oh my gosh. So when we would go to 16 plus and all ages dance clubs in Minneapolis, and you just had to use your school ID to get in, like to say you were a junior or something. And we would go. We wouldn't drink. We just went to dance. But I remember one was called Gators. No, the one downtown was called Tropics with 2 X's.
Oh.
And you would like, a guy would just like come up from behind you and start dancing with you, and you would like signal with your friends if you wanted them to save you, or like we weren't sure if he was cute, and then I can't believe that was like our life.
Every guy that would come up to grind behind you looked exactly the same. Heavy cologne, thick gold chain, black t-shirt with like gigantic sweat pits.
Did you already say hat? Like a backwards hat or something?
Backwards hat. Sometimes backwards, or sometimes it would be like a button down, like overly
that
dressed
was even
shirt,
worse.
But like really sweaty and like ill-fitting.
And then sometimes they would like open it and they'd have a wife beater underneath because they got. And we were just like in sparkly pants or like black dance pants and a sparkly top.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
We used to go to like when we were 18, like the 18 and over clubs, like in the middle of winter, and we'd have to wait outside in line with open toe shoes, like sparkly tank top.
And because you would like leave your stuff in your car.
Yeah. We used to sit in the car and like pregame.
See, you were way cooler than I was. We were just like, let's dance.
Oh no, we were like,
we really wanted to dance, but we were lying to our parents about it because I told my parents that I was bowling. And my dad,
you rebel.
My dad said, I remember when he found out, because in the day of answering machines, our friend Andrew had called Nikki and left on her house answering machine and had said, sorry, I'm not going to make it to Tropics tonight. I'm so bummed. Because his parents were cool with it. So he just assumed her parents were cool. And he was like, sorry, I'm not going to make it to Tropics. Hope you girls have fun, blah, 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 blah. So then, of course, Nikki's parents called my parents and down the line. And I remember my dad was like, I'm just sort of upset that you hadn't found a cool new hobby. He like was excited that we were bowling this much and that we never switched up the story. We're like, bowling again. And we would bring a change of clothes.
Like he had high hopes for his little girl being like a bowling phenomenon.
Dad, I think it's better that I'm like grinding.
Yeah, Dad, in the long run,
throwing strikes.
Grinding at the club is going to take you a lot.
That has gotten me to where I am today, Dad, on my erotic podcast.
Oh my God, can you imagine? If you had a bowling background, you couldn't be half as erotic as you are right now.
No, and you know how erotic I am in person. So
super erotic.
So imagine. It's so scary that we did that at that age. Although, and we had cell phones. We're not like, I was 70 years old.
I feel like I was one of the friends that had a cell phone. Like not everyone did. We didn't all
have one. Most of my friends, I felt like we got ours when we got our driver's license. Like, but it wasn't like a talk on this all the time. It was sort of like a safety thing.
We never really talked on our phones. Like we would
You weren't texting?
No. We would call
to say we're like here or something.
But yeah, we didn't use our phones a ton. And my mom, who you are slowly finding out is incredibly neurotic. Love you, Mother.
Neurotic and erotic.
And erotic with that
Mystical
Muff salon name. But she she wanted to make sure she could like get a hold of me in case of emergency. Sure. So I had like a cell phone like the day that I had a car.
Yeah, mine was when I got my driver's license. How did we get here? We're talking about Snape's pose. I just pictured it like just then it should have been like, baby, when we're grinding, and Snape's like when he changes his posture.
Literally the exact song.
Because the lyric is horrifying. Feel a little poke, right?
Coming through on you.
Oh. Girl, I know you felt it. He like wants her. He's like, Did you feel this like surprise boner on your back?
He did have a boner though.
Yeah, of
course.
I
was glad he like that's the first.
Oh, Snape. I thought you meant the guy in the song.
The guy. No, I
was so glad he had a boner.
I prefer my artists to have raging boners when they sing to me.
Yes, at least Snape, like, he's not all that kinky. He's not like just like kissing her in weird places and is soft, you know?
No, I would be more concerned if he didn't have a boner right now.
Like, now I'm sort of scared for them to have sex. Like, they're going to have sex?
I just can't
imagine.
Do you think
he's going to do something, like, and not?
I just can't. Now I'm like, I don't know what
if is there a sequel to this? She won't cliffhang.
No. I mean, it's coming.
Also, please opportunity for them to magically put on a condom. Like, there's got to be a spell for condoms.
Oh. Or maybe there's just a spell to keep your sperm.
Yeah, that would be. You're right. They're way above that. They're not like, and now put the condom on. They're just like, here's the spell to like not.
Yeah,
like deflect a shield.
Like a what was that spell called?
We'll think of it.
We are just on top of our Harry Potter trivia.
What's that spell called? We don't care.
We don't care.
We care, but it's like
It's like not top Expelliarmus. No,
that like knocks the wand out of your hand.
It knocks the sperm out of his penis.
Oh my gosh, he could though. Just after he comes, he could go Expelliarmus
and like just like,
they're in a bathroom.
Apparates.
Well,
it's a lot of options.
Well, you're welcome. You finally got some action. I believe we'll have Danny back next week.
Yes.
Or the week after, but I think next week. So get ready for all of his steamy input.
Oh my God, Danny is going to be over the moon.
He's going to be so excited.
Over the moon.
Okay.
All right.
We'll talk to you next time. Thanks, guys.
Bye. For more erotic goodness, you can follow us on Instagram at Potterotica Podcast.
Or on Facebook, just by searching Potterotica Podcast.
Or you can join our private Facebook group, the Potterotics.
And if you want to do us a huge favor, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review.
But only if it's nice.
Right.